This is the race committee. The wind sampling is complete, and this race is live.
It is a day where we're going to find which team has nerves of steel. Last time we were racing, we talked about it being a tipping point. It tipped in favour of INEOS Britannia. So how will the defenders respond? Still leading 4-2 in a day where the wind is shifty. It is going to be, we've said it before, snakes and ladders mowing the lawn, but there is so much tension right now.
We're really quite excited about this race, not because there's a lot at stake, because this racetrack is full of potholes. It will be a game of nerves, head out the boat, making sure you're in the right spot.
INEOS Britannia entering from port. They can come in at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. They look pretty good at time on distance. You'll see the green bar light up. They are good to go. Emirates Team New Zealand coming in from starboard at the 2-minute mark. They might just be a little bit behind, are they?
Let's go for
yes, they are, but here we go. The battle recommences on the mid.
More pressure for the British as they entered. Just managing to get across there.
The breeze anywhere from 6 to 16 knot, puffs and lulls at the moment, so very, very interesting conditions.
Massive amount of power needed by the cyclors. This circling,
Really
sails
tight
coming in and out.
Massively tight circle on INEOS Britannia there, so look how tight that turn is all the way around 360. Big push, as you said, with 2,000 watts of power being put in at the moment on board the Kiwi boat.
British were practicing these manoeuvres before the start.
Currently on lane here. I've just gone really low. They've just gone board down. I'm going to jump them here.
Just trying to get onto one, and we've got to get back.
They're happening.
Hey, board.
I'm in strong position.
It's Team New Zealand on the back foot in this pre-start at the moment.
Okay, just high out of this.
Peeling.
Super light, yeah. Peeling. Let's keep the speed on.
Just safe.
Staying high here when we come.
We're still falling.
British happy there just to leave them, head back, just light in the start box, 9-10 knots of wind.
Come up to try and gas you. I think you try to pace up.
Initial right.
Numbers dropping here, Pete, on the start.
Yep, we're going to get a good pulse here in a
Okay, coming away here now.
Make it 20.
TTK, time to kill. Looks like the Kiwis are late.
Go straight off the line this side. Push,
Seven, hitting 6. Go hard. 4. Hitting 3.
Very flat, Swiss.
Hitting 2. Hitting 1. All the way. Hitting half. All the way. All the way. Go.
All the way in. Really nice off the line there.
Race 7 and the match is definitely a go.
They're still closing gauge.
Holding for now until that pressure on the bow.
I made it.
Just getting their nose out. 10 metres back from the line, doing 40 knots. Over speed on that line. It's so useful.
Nice wave here, Pete.
Just a
Long way to boundary.
couple of knots more boat speed by INEOS Britannia, but big right-hand shift at the moment, so you can see how far up the boundary both boats are getting. Emirates Team New Zealand possibly getting the best side of that fan of pressure coming down.
SPMG's here, right bottom edge of puff, we're good. We'll hit if they come, okay?
Understood, Pete, we're doing really well. Really well here, okay?
See the dark water.
Still a high mode on
Dave
that.
Nitridge was talking about. Kiwis have a lovely puff here.
Yeah, just normal, they will tackle us. 2, 1, go board. It's normal, guys.
Really nice spot, bro. It's
Team New Zealand landing right on INEOS Britannia's face there. British will have to tack out of here to clear their air. I'd be surprised to see the Kiwis come back with them.
PMG's now. Oh, maybe to carry on a little bit here, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not right.
Next breeze in 15 seconds.
Okay, flat boat now.
On board INEOS, got bounced there. Emirates Team New Zealand pre-start were talking about the right-hand side, and Nathan Outridge was talking about pressure coming down the course. The New Zealanders have hooked into that. INEOS now coming across on starboard to the left-hand side. There seems to be a little less pressure on the left.
We are in a massive right-hand shift. We're seeing 310. Like on 40 degrees to the right. Huge gain to the Kiwis.
Yeah, massive shift there. That's why Emirates Team New Zealand did not come back with the British team. and hit them back to the left, they saw a huge gain out to that right-hand side, and they have taken a mega lead in this race early on.
Fast
Huge wind shift.
build. It's going to be soft at the top there. Have a real good look at it, mate.
Yep. Nice pressure coming down.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, shifting the course axis to 287.
Okay, let's do that. Yep.
Okay, it's another
It's not
15.
far to lay, it's the only thing.
Pace up a little. Happy any time if you want to do it, guys.
3, 2, 1.
A lot more chat on Emirates Team New Zealand from Nathan Outridge today.
Let's wait here.
Really keeping the comms strong
Let's go
between
to
him and
comfy
Pete.
lay, eh?
Yes.
Agree.
Good pressure.
Taking left turn early job.
Sorry, I got white high there.
Really puffy offshore conditions,
Left turn looks light, eh?
suiting those that love sailing
Yeah, copy.
lake and offshore.
They must be
breezes.
overlay at the moment.
About joining
Yeah,
the
I
dots.
mean, they've got a long way overlay at the moment. How are they looking at their blades on shift?
They're just tacked. Look a little light and left at the minute.
Yeah, we're 35 this way. I think we have to go quite soon, annoyingly. Just look at something coming out the top there. Yeah.
INEOS Britannia waiting for a shift. I mean, currently
Good gains
the
at the
course
moment,
is
Ben.
30
Really nice
degrees
gains, like,
offset
we
from
keep
the
going.
breeze.
Yeah.
The British making some big gains back up through
Big
the
righty
middle
here.
section
Hopefully
there.
that
Emirates
lefty
Team New
is-
Zealand
That pressure
is
on the
still a
bow.
gain, but bow down in comparison to INEOS Britannia.
Going about 12 to lay, but real open on this.
Yeah, it's all about the pressure, and INEOS have done very well at the top of the course, but it's just about equalising the game out, keeping it conservative.
I'm going to get left turn
Just want to
here.
make sure we don't get at the top of it. Let's go left direction.
Yeah, left.
Race 7 is turning into a real battle, and we're only at the top gate for the first time.
3.
But the defender leads.
There we go.
Total.
Another. Yes. Nice and cruisy, guys.
They will probably drive
In comes INEOS
Turning down here
Britannia.
in 2.
Gains upwind. We know they are quick downwind.
That's good.
Massive wind shifts on both
Pressure here
boats.
for us, right?
Emirates Team New Zealand just slingshot into a jibe to get straight back into that right-hand shift.
Massive righty.
And you see both boats getting absolutely carted down the course at the moment. British 3 or 4 knot boat speed advantage at the moment.
That'll be Pete. Right, it's out. Yeah.
The breeze at the top has gone another 10 degrees to the
Very
right.
good
We
job
can see
here
that
at the
they're nearly
moment. It's
heading
going to go softer,
for
so
the
it'll crease
finish.
a little bit. I think it's through it. It's missed. BMG's now, mate.
Still gaining to us here, guys. Going to get a little light of it. It's not ridiculous. Remember, there might be that real light stuff at the bottom.
Real bouncy, volatile breeze. It's like a bouncing
Line
ball
before good
coming
breeze
down the
at the
course.
boundary. That's
Make
still
sure
higher
you're
than us all
staying
the
on the
time.
front edge of the ball if you can.
Line going on their line, actually.
Lifting all the time. We're going to get wind. Just
me?
Planning. Don't mind.
1, board. Little hook up here. Come in, boys.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, lengthening to 2 nautical miles and shifting the axis to 295.
Team New Zealand, Simo Jive,
All the way
just
to
keeping in
boundaries better.
phase with
And then that
INEOS.
should link
What's
it down to
noticeable
the
is
bottom
INEOS has got a bigger jib on. They've
If
gone
we
for a
get a chance, we
J2.
should
New
try and
Zealand's
see what's
slightly smaller on
going
a
up the course
J3.
end.
And the
Yeah, it's up a
advantage with the
little
J3 is upwind, the advantage downwind because of more sail area.
You're doing really
The
well.
bigger
It's
jib
gonna
for
link through,
INEOS.
So like any time in the next 15, it's good to load if you go soft, okay?
It's still defending the right at the moment. You guys will have a
Kind
good
of it in
chance.
the 5, I think. Yeah, it's getting soft in 5. Be ready to go if it drops.
Put down.
Nice.
Come with.
Yep.
Good solid comms between all 4 of
That's
the
what I got.
sailors, the drivers and the trimmers on Emirates Team New Zealand.
Just having a look at both boats potentially sailing into a big increase in pressure coming into this bottom sector of the
Very
course.
nice spot in the breeze here. Obviously,
Potential to lay here if this knocks much more. Otherwise, pretty easy to right turn. They're just above your line. It's the mark on the bow.
yep, I gotcha. What do you like out of this player? You got best eyes. That's obviously a huge right favoured, but the right boundary's a little soft, so sort of play in the middle of the course up through here. Yep.
Voice of
I'm kind of
Claire
keen to
Take a
too.
little dip and try and lay.
It's
That's
interesting
18
on this
left.
boat, isn't
Can't
it,
do
that
that. I
they
think
really
it'll be gains
involve
on
the
the map.
trimmers in
Yep,
the
just working
strategical decision making.
If we lift, we might have to jump, okay?
Yeah, if
We
we lift
trust
that
each
down
other.
onto it, pretty easy either way.
I'm lifting and going soft, driving here.
Pete and Blair on opposite sides of the boat, sailed together for decades.
Both teams are in top gear, coming to the bottom gate for the first time. They will complete 2 legs of 6 in race 7 of the match. This is getting a little spicy with the way the wind is playing out today.
Boys, get her up on the wind when you can. So that's 300
Just on the bottom of the
Smiles around in Kiwi corner. INEOS Britannia takes the right-hand mark, as you said. Head up wind for leg number 3.
Nice. A bit flat though. Hey, yeah. Big
Really
pressure
difficult,
on us,
Shirley, to defend in these conditions. So dynamic, the breeze, so very, very difficult. You can throw away a lot of distance by trying to keep in touch with your opponent. You need to sail the course as much as you can.
Great view for us, Glenn, with the wind field.
This is the best breeze.
Sailors don't get this view, but you can see the top right-hand corner. That breeze is rolling in.
So that's about in the middle numbers. I think so, yes.
Yeah, it looks light out the other side of it.
Agreed. It's sort of what it's going.
On board the chase boat for Emirates Team New Zealand coach Ray Davies. Ray, great start, and there's a lot of chat on board today.
Oh, a lot of chatter, right? Tricky day, a lot of shifts, up and down a lot, and very, very dynamic being an offshore breeze. So, no, look, they're sailing really well. It's always going to be super challenging, and where the team picked a real nice right shift, Sam got that through to the boat, so they got that initial advantage up the first beat, which was great, and they're sailing really well at the moment, but a long way to go.
Yeah, so far so good, Ray. I mean, what were the key changes you made from 2 days ago?
Start steadying up for the righty.
Oh, just being more accurate. No, we got quite a bit more performance out of the boat, which is really pleasing, but we did that in the shed. The guys are working super hard, and a lot of analysing of the data, and the design team have kicked into overdrive. It's been awesome what we're getting out of them.
Thanks, Ray. Go well.
Okay, they came back with us. We've got like a 40-second lead, so keep sailing the wind.
Yep, on a good phase here.
Massive line of breeze out on that right-hand side of the course, Shirley.
It's really
Probably 3 or 4
in the
knots
middle,
more
left, right.
trillion speed on that side of the course at the moment compared to the left-hand side.
Yeah, we've got the readout from the top marks. It is 14 knots on one mark and 8 on the other. This course is full of potholes.
Stand by. They're going to go all the way.
Massive header there, really, really swirly breeze. See how much that AC-75 is getting thrown around.
Down. 2, 1.
Huge day for the trimmers, the pilots.
On board. I'm right here. Staying high in this. Let's keep going, boys. Yeah, just flat boat here at the moment, boys. They're obviously laying us at this point with this righty. Agree, high mode in, it's good. Marks are to the right. Copy. Yeah, just normal VMG.
Real dynamic day, and just on the jibs, they're on different jibs, but you're always either under and over in terms of the wind because it's up and down so much. And right now, INEOS on that bigger J2, as they get into that pressure over on the right, they probably are on the overs for the range of the jib. New Zealand are at the other end of that scale.
Okay, here we go.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, lengthening to 2.1 nautical miles and shifting the axis to 300.
None of us mind that at all. The wind's up and the 75s are falling at speed.
The marks are autonomous, so it's very easy to move them just a few degrees.
On the right out of the Olympic port.
Yep.
That's probably our exit out of here, okay?
This is a really nice lane.
Yes.
It's definitely nice breeze on the left lay. So
yeah, it's better now. There was just a real light patch if we went straight along. They're doing well underneath us at the moment, but
There's a nice line here on the port there. All good.
it's all good here, okay? How far to boundary out of
Tough day when you can only see 180 degrees. So important to have that trust and communication between both sides.
This way.
okay, transitioning 3, 2, 1.
Beautiful back on board Emirates Team New Zealand. They'll be looking for a right turn.
Half of race 7 is about to be completed, and Emirates Team New Zealand have a healthy lead on the official Challenger of Record. And they'll be pretty happy about that in Kiwi corner.
Nice. It's a one. It's nice still here. Another 10. Okay, let's go here. And butter.
Jibing right in the meat of that puff. That's exactly what you want to do. Just get the wind up and the slingshot straight out of that jibe, straight down the course.
INEOS Britannia halfway through the race now.
Hey, jibe to match. 20.
There's the crowd. They're actually all standing. They're on edge. You think we're on edge? Look at the crowd here in the fan zone. They're on edge.
British just on the backside of that puff at the top of the course.
So that's jibe.
Wanting to dig into that if they can.
1, board down. 2, 1, made. Turning. I will. 2, 1. And board. Increase your main lads. Hold.
You can sense the frustration on INEOS Britannia.
We're back in that right again now.
They dominated the start and
they jibe to Louis.
It's not gone their way. Quiet on board.
It's a game of high speed, dot to dot at the moment through these puffs and lulls.
They're in light. Tricky spot.
Huge apparent wind angle changes. A lot of steering and trimming today. Very, very difficult to keep the boat locked in. To transition those puffs and lulls.
This is good, the best patch.
Great shot there of two of Britain's rowing greats. As the sails are coming in and out more and more, they are having to work harder and harder.
Quite often in these conditions, the top of the rig seeing a lot different breeze, strength and angle to the bottom of the rig, so very, very difficult to say. Here Nathan say very, very puffy.
I think it's delay.
Trim of the boat as well, getting affected with a different thrust, up high versus low.
Same, just whether we're on a jibe roundup or not. Are out the top of it, I wouldn't be surprised if they jibe shortly. Yeah, definitely don't jibe here. Not us then. Huge game to us, yeah.
On board the New Zealand boat, what we're seeing in this flat water, the New Zealand boat looks quite different to the previous day. The boat's very stable, lovely end plate effect with the bow just skimming over the water. And I thought upwind the New Zealand boat back into that high mode that they seem to make the gains. So for INEOS, they've just got to keep it as tight as they can, looking for the New Zealanders to make an error.
It's probably too left at the moment.
And Peter's right, it does look looks like they're on rails, the Kiwis.
Just repeat which side things better upwind.
Would you put that down to Glenn?
Right. Just reassess and change quickly last time from here.
Yes.
Really, really nice
You
job
got eyes in,
there.
it's a good moment.
Keeping those air bombs out of the water, that extra weight
And if they
the
took
Kiwis have got on the front of their
soon,
foil arms compared to the back of INEOS Britannia in these flatter water conditions, I think suiting the Kiwi foils possibly a little better than when sailing in bumpy conditions.
Very nice. We're in two different
This
winds
is
right
the
now.
race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shifting the course axis to 305.
Left shift, the right mark's quite favoured, but I think average phase has it okay.
Is it going to go back before the bottom, or do you want me to go the whole way?
I think you ought to go the whole way. Happy now?
Put down. Little wide.
It's just soft, just what I was worried about more than anything. Yeah, I'm happy left turn here, guys. It looks shitty here.
Thinking one in the slot, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Entering the bottom gate.
Yep.
Emirates Team New Zealand will complete 4 legs of 6.
Here it comes.
They'll take that right mark as you see it, head upwind for the final time in race 7.
Nice breeze all the way.
And transfer.
Yep. Nice wavy for it.
Depowering
Left
the
of
sail
average
package
here.
as they exit that bottom
Yeah,
mark.
really nice left in.
Kids
Pretty
loving it.
close.
Kids loving it.
Pretty
Fans
light,
loving it in
breeze over here,
Barcelona
okay, so
on race day
watch the other
5.
side of there. How's it look that way? That's
Why
okay.
wouldn't you? This is one heck of a race. INEOS Britannia now powering into the
Working up here, 2,
bottom gate.
1, all the way.
They take the left-hand mark as you would have seen it,
Hey, here we
with
go,
the right
boys.
them, and
Hit it, 2, 1, let's
the
course.
chase continues.
Okay, my trap, doors. Probably a little bit of windward.
Split here. Yeah.
Let's go on the INEOS Britannia chase boat with Rob Wilson. Challenging day today, Rob.
Yeah, super tricky day. I thought they did a real good job on the start, actually, and the boys from New Zealand just got into that little righty and just lifted over the top of us. And then they've controlled the race since then, but it's tricky, super tricky.
There's a massive difference in wind pressure, isn't there? I think we've seen 6 knots and 16 knots. I mean, how do you even set up for that? How challenging has that been?
Yeah, it's difficult because the tacks are obviously more costly as well, especially at the lighter end. Yeah, you've just got to try and link it all together. Yeah, like you say, we're seeing sort of 7 to 13 knots, and we've just got to try and find a way around.
Thanks, Rob. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Position flat in this puff. Yeah.
This is the race committee. We are moving the finish line, lengthening the final leg to 2.2 nautical miles.
Big pressure.
Both teams having a short shift through their gearboxes, going from 3rd to 6th, then to 10th, and then back to 2nd again with the sail plan.
Yeah, we'll go to that next one now.
Power changes through the puffs and lulls, so huge job changing the aero package for best performance. You could easily bleed off a lot of performance by being either too deep or too flat with the sail plan.
What about the foil size and shape? Well, we don't often talk about it. The sails are way more obvious, but they make such a big difference. Could they be adding to the Kiwis' success here?
Yeah, look, the foils on board Emirates Team New Zealand only fractionally bigger at about 1.2 square metres versus 1.15 square metres, give or take, on both boats. So very, very similarly sized. So just a slight bigger foil on board Emirates Team New Zealand than what we're seeing on INEOS Britannia. So both teams having their advantages at different points around the racetrack. The higher speeds potentially going INEOS's favour.
I'd be happy to pace up a little if you guys are.
Both teams very comfortable.
Nice breeze over here.
Tip piercing.
Those
tiplets on board both boats, adding to the overall span efficiency of the foils. So very much like an aircraft, those tiplets actually increasing the span loading, or effectively tricking the foil into thinking it's longer than it actually is.
I'm with you on that, Blue.
Let's put you in a -4.
Yeah, you got this breeze here. It might knock us
You're trying to get to lay here now.
It's going to change so much by the time we get up there. Super light, hard right, but we won't be just don't go out of it.
Let's go here then.
So INEOS just losing a bit of ground on this upwind. New Zealand have actually protected the right-hand side all through the race, and it's paid huge dividends. And of course, and when it's puffy and shifty, the leading boat has the pick of the wind, and right now the New Zealanders done a masterful job in this one.
15 to the boundary. Stand by. And forward. 2, 1, late. Standing. Very well. 2, 1, go forward.
Ben Ainsley, Lee McMillan.
Pressure
Handing
inside
over.
you. A bit flat. Going to fade out, unfortunately, into the right again. Yeah.
Really not a lot of options left for INEOS Britannia to dig back into this point of the race, but Team New Zealand just linking pressure lines and shifts up really, really nicely, sailing their own race.
Emirates Team New Zealand at the top gate for the final time, looking completely different as they were to what they were a couple of days ago.
Speeding it up. 3.
When they round that mark, they are heading home to stretch their advantage in the match.
Big push, you guys. Nice.
49 knots.
See the front of it.
Exit speed there in that flat water.
2, 1, forward. I'm going to be wide.
Yes. Turn for me. Oh, good.
Button. And forward.
It's just about keeping it smooth. You can see the
Once
breeze
again, like last time,
coming
we're better
from
this way.
vertically
Cliff to
down
lower.
onto the water.
Okay.
Big fans coming across the course of breeze.
The last thing that INEOS wanted to see was Emirates Team New Zealand firing past down them towards the finish line, and they get to make the top gate. It's been a Pretty impressive performance to this point by Emirates Team New Zealand as INEOS Britannia will complete leg number 5 and head downwind towards the finish line.
Backing down. We're working away here. 2. On. Hit it, boys. 100. On. 30.
Inside the INEOS Britannia camp. Yeah, keep the Union Jack flying. It's a long way to go.
Here we go, lock in. Oh, fucking hell.
It's really that. A big touchdown on board INEOS Britannia. Really puffy and shifty there for them.
Stand by, board down.
The race course.
2, 1, Nate.
Won't be their best exit through this jibe after being unsettled.
3, 2, 1, board.
It's one of those racetracks where the rich get richer. You get to navigate your own course through the pitfalls. We've seen New Zealand just extend and extend.
It's really watching the movie on fast forward, isn't it? Going downwind and upwind through these puffs and lulls. Boats just entering the shifts and the pressure so quickly and then exiting again. So a lot of trim movements and steering, keeping the boat locked in and sailing it.
Solidly lined up for this breeze at the moment, this jibe.
Quiet on INEOS Britannia, not really much they can do from here.
Unfortunately, a little bit of a delivery trip down to the bottom
now
for INEOS Britannia, but Emirates Team New Zealand just needing to keep sailing the boat well. We've seen a loss of rudder and a spin out at this point in time. Very costly, so they need to be locked in.
It's amazing how what we've seen happen in 2 days. You get a day off, you go back to the boat, and how maybe psychologically this will affect both teams. Now there's lift, now there's a bit of a lull for INEOS Britannia. How they respond coming into the next race will be critical, because they can come back, do this to Emirates Team New Zealand. Suddenly it's again game on. But an extension of lead here will hurt.
It's a new look, Emirates Team New Zealand today. Just listening to the comms, it is sharper, perhaps with more focus than we'd seen before.
Not stressful at all. Sorry about the tone on the first upwind. That's all right.
2 key moments for me is Emirates Team New Zealand getting that right-hand side of the upwind beat first time up, but secondly, I think jib choice has really made a big difference here. It looks like the New Zealanders picked the right sail.
Stretch through, aren't they?
Emirates Team New Zealand have put up the stop sign to the British comeback. They have sailed beautifully and they've sailed into a bigger lead. The defender leads 5-2 in the match.
All the way up.
That's what it means, even to the kids. Yeah, come on. But there is still a way to go. It may be 5-2. We've still got another race.
Yep.
Those, though, that would look at that performance, as Shirley remarked, it is a different Emirates Team New Zealand today as it was on Wednesday. Big comms, healthy comms, vibrant comms.
Yep. That's all good, right?
But now focused on race number 8.
Up on, boys. Just try and come back and get them in the next. Yeah.
The British team will certainly be bouncing back in this next race. Big day of snakes and ladders.
Bit of a stinger just took them ahead of us.
Upping. Okay, forward down.
INEOS Britannia resigned to the fact that they need another win to keep going. Again, they'll go back into process as soon as they cross the finish line and think about the next race.
Reaching.
I think